Hey Tiger fans, Mark Fitzpatrick from the Tiger Club of Kansas City. It's Tuesday, October 29th. A very special guest today, Soren Petro, 810 Sports. Been a long time. Thanks for coming back.
It has. Finally had an opportunity to have this time frame open, and so jumped at the opportunity when I got the invite. Thank you for having me. It's always great to be here.
Great job. Tough weekend for us Tiger and Chiefs fans. Give us something to look forward to.
Well, Patrick Mahomes will be back, right? So there's something to look forward to. Chiefs are in first place. Got a game and a half's cushion. So I think things are still bright. I think they'll get a couple players back, Eric Fisher, Andrew Wiley on the offensive line this week. So I think they'll be better equipped on offense. I don't know that they're going to get anybody back on defense, but the defense is playing better. I think they're starting to understand the scheme. I think Steve Spagnuolo's understanding his talent, so I think that's going to happen. And I think Missouri-wise, Tiger fans know better than me. It's been a Jekyll and Hyde program at times, and just when you think they're great, like we mentioned today, talking about winning the SEC East a couple of weeks ago, it's never, and I've had a lot of coaches tell me this, it's never as bad as you think it is. It's never as good as you think it is, but it's also never as bad. And so, a lot of things that rattled off 5 wins for Missouri, and trust me, I've looked at them, I have an AP vote. And so, the schedule gets rougher. They're going to have to step it up. But I still think that this team, the signs they showed, particularly in beating South Carolina, which talent-wise is a very good team, there's still the ability there to win games and even steal a win against Georgia or Florida.
Going back to the Chiefs, tough game against the Packers, maybe just as good a team coming in this week in the Vikings. Chiefs really struggled with Aaron Jones out of the backfield. Are we going to see the same thing with Dalvin Cook?
Yes, I think you will see some issues. He's leading the league in rushing. He does a great job catching the ball out of the backfield. And listen, the Vikings watch tape too, right? So they're going to have a similar game plan. But the guy who's throwing the ball isn't the same. And Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but he's more Alex Smith than he is Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. And so I don't think you'll see some of the incredible throws that Aaron Rodgers made. He'll hit the open guys. He'll guide the team, but so I don't think they'll be as good offensively as the Packers were. And I think there's reason to believe that the defense gets a little bit better every week. I mean, I think this progress, Steve Spagnuolo's defense, the year they won the Super Bowl with him in New York, gave up 80 points the first 2 weeks. And they got better and better and better. And I think you can expect that to happen with the Chiefs. I don't know that they'll end up being as good as his Giants defense was, but I think you can expect them to continue to get better.
Basketball season gets underway for the Tigers. Your thoughts about Cuonzo Martin and the latest version of the Tigers?
Yeah, I saw, he got a 13 vote?
13th, yeah. I think he was here. I think we're going to be pretty good.
I think Cuonzo Martin has a style that he wants to play. We mentioned a little bit today about Roy Williams, knows what he wants. And I think Cuonzo now should be getting to where it's his guys, all his guys, his mindset. He recruited them with the mindset that he wants and how he wants them to play. So I think you should start seeing that tough, physical, defensive style that I think Missouri fans thought was going to be there and really expect that now this should look like his program. And so I do think they're going to be better than people think. How good is that? We'll see. A lot of that depends on how quick some of the young guys can grow up. But I do think, listen, if you got a big guy in the middle, if he can stay on the floor, Tillman's got to stay on the floor. That's a great place to start. And at this point, he ought to be maturing to where he can't stay on the floor, and you can win some games on the glass. And that style, that defense out in front of him, should be effective.
Last question I want to ask you is switch for you from 10 to 2.
Yeah.
Now 2 to 6 drive time. How's that affected you?
Congratulations. Well, thank you. Not a lot. It changes family life.
Yeah.
Right. I can't pick up the kids from school. You could duck away and go grab them at 3:15. That doesn't happen anymore. Opens up your mornings, closes down your afternoons and nights. But the job's still the same. I got the same people around me. Curtis Seabolt and Jed Marshall do a fantastic job and do so much work that people don't see, and so they're still there. I work for the best sports station, I think, in the country. I've had opportunities to go other places, but the kind of resources we're given by WHB with our insiders and guests and the different partnerships that they have are just fantastic. And so that remains the same. It's just up to us to go get the job done. So mostly it's just family life. The dynamics of the show are different. The listenership is bigger at the end as opposed to in the middle, the way it was in middays, but it hasn't changed that much. I hope people still recognize the show.
Yeah. Well, you are the best.
Well, thank you.
And,
you're a kind man.
I gave you that in lieu of a paycheck today. So,
I'll take it.
Petro, follow him on Twitter at Soren Petro, and don't forget he's on from 2 to 6 every day on 810 WHB. Hey, next week our speaker will be a trio of Kansas City Star riders, Blair, Kerkhoff, Vahe Gregorian, and Sam Mellinger, right here at the Westport Flea Market. For more information about the club and membership, check us out at kctigerclub.com.